afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Every 2 seconds in the United States, someone needs blood. That's why January is National Blood Donor Month. Donations often drop in the winter months. There's holiday travel, inclement weather, flu season. So January is a good time to remind people of the importance of donating blood because we can't always predict when the need will happen. Like last fall, when a 14-year-old opened fire and shot 13 people at an Athens school. The Shepeard Community Blood Center was right there helping those who were injured, and they asked for volunteers to donate blood. They sent blood platelets to Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta and Athens, the regional medical center there. The CEO told our crews that blood donations are vitally important in responding to tragedies.
Our focus is on our community and helping here locally. We were happy to be able to respond with a few extra units that we had. The only way we're able to provide in a situation like this is to have blood on the shelf, tested and ready to go. And so that's why we encourage folks to donate regularly, because we never know when this is going to happen.
And you can help ensure that this life-saving resource is readily available to patients during this time by rolling up your sleeve. It is such a cliche, but it is really that easy. Benjamin Prijatel is the CEO of Shepeard Community Blood Center. It is great to have you with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you, and thank you for wearing your red shirt so you bleed right into the red couch.
Yeah, I know. It matches perfectly. I'm glad that you all have invested in Shepeard colors.
The Shepeard, we really want to encourage the whole blood donation thing. Absolutely. Well, Ben, January is indeed one of your highest usage months of the year. Sure
is. Yeah. It's a 31-day month, but also coming out of the holidays, people are going back for those treatments. A lot of people who use blood, it's actually cancer patients in our area. A side effect from the chemo often is that your body won't produce those blood cells like it normally would. And so we have a lot of folks at the Georgia Cancer Hospital, at the Children's Hospital, who are using platelets and blood products regularly. And so there's a big increase in people coming in right after the new year. And that's why January tends to be a high usage month for us.
I think it's important, and it would be a great way for people to just make a New Year's resolution. I'm going to do this every 2 months, or whatever the guideline is for you.
Sure, yeah, you can donate blood every 8 weeks. And a lot of times we'll tell folks, we'll see you back, and we say a month, there's 2 months away, and they're like, that seems soon. But that's how quickly your body reproduces those blood cells.
Right.
So,
and you just said it right there. It's our bodies that produce blood. Right. We can't just go make it.
No, there's no other place it comes from.
Yeah, that comes from us. Shepeard has just wrapped up its best year ever. How do you measure that?
Well, it's great because we've collected more blood than we ever have before. So that's huge, because that's more lives we're saving here in our community. But also the needs in our community have never been higher. We're in a great, we're so lucky to live in the community we do that's growing. More people want to relocate to the CSRA, but that means more blood needs. We also have just great healthcare here. The facilities that we have here and the access to hospitals, like a level 1 trauma center right down the street, a children's hospital. You don't have those in every community. So sometimes it means that people are coming from Warner Robins and Valdosta and places in South Carolina to access that care. So they're coming to our community for healthcare, and that includes blood products.
And that's important to reiterate that Shepeard does provide blood for all of our local hospitals.
Absolutely, yeah. We were started almost 50 years ago by a group of local physicians who said, we really need a local blood supply. We can't count on it coming from Atlanta or Columbia. We need blood here for when it's needed most. And Shepeard has been filling that role now for over 4 decades.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that. I love the backstory there. Another thing that's really important, this affected me, and it may impact you too. A lot of people who think that they can't donate may be able to, because guidelines have changed, like especially with the whole mad cow thing, if you ever lived in England.
Yeah. We had so many, great people, such a strong strong military community here, and people wanting to give back and donate blood, but because they may have been deployed to places in Europe, Germany, they weren't able to donate blood because there was some small risk of mad cow. The FDA has reviewed those guidelines and said, really, it's not really a risk.
That was 40 years ago.
I know,
okay.
right?
Okay.
So they came to their senses and they've allowed people to donate, and that happened about 2 years ago, and that's great.
And
but
did you see a shift?
we have seen a lot of people come back, but for, as you mentioned, 40 years they were told they couldn't donate, and so to kind of re-educate those people and reach out to the right folks and let them know, that has been sort of a challenge. But we are trying to reach out to folks and let them know, and also there's Eisenhower Hospital right on base. Shepeard is the blood supplier to the hospital. So a lot of people don't realize, that we're actually providing those military families with blood. So we need them to participate in the local blood supply.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you have a lot of different partnerships with different businesses in the community. You've recently had the pie, the pie giveaway, and that was a whole lot of fun. The movie ticket giveaway. How do you get those partnerships going? The pizza pie we did with Your Pie Pizza and movie tickets. That was how you started January.
That's how we started the new year, and it was a great start to the new year. A lot of our local businesses are really invested into the community, and they work with Shepeard because we are all reliant on this blood supply. Whether we know that 1 in 3 people are going to need blood in their life. So between me, you, and your producer, one of us is going to need a blood transfusion, and we don't know who that's going to be one day. And so we all have a responsibility to make sure that blood is available, and that includes local businesses, churches, and other organizations. We've been really lucky to partner with Southern Dermatology for Botox for Blood.
With Botox for Blood,
that's
great.
Always fun to say. Your Pie for the pizza giveaway, and several other businesses who pitch in throughout the year to really, it's not about a giveaway. It's really about thanking and recognizing that donor for their sacrifice and taking a moment out of their day to save a life. And we have a lot of community leaders who really see value in what we do, and they do what they can to help.
Well, and I think what you said is very important. We don't know when we're going to need it.
Right. Yeah. And that's what we hear when we talk to patients and blood users all the time, especially family members and mothers. They say, I never thought this could happen to me. And you don't think about blood until you or a loved one is in need.
Is in need, absolutely. Benjamin Prijatel, it is so great to have you here, and I'm enjoying the opportunity to share with our viewers about the importance of blood donation. And don't say the hours aren't good, because Shepeard Community Blood Center has locations in Augusta, Evans, Grovetown, and Aiken, and they're open Monday through Saturday. So, really, is it too hard to get there during business hours? And by the way, Evans and Grovetown have Sunday hours too. You can also donate at the bloodmobile units you see in different parking lots, businesses, and churches. Go to shepeardblood.org to schedule an appointment, or you can call 706-737-4551 for more information.